This is a view of the free subscription service of Sketchup. To show you how to get to this service, there is a separate video. I'm going to show how to draw a slightly more complicated building than the basic rectangle. It's going to have an L-shaped footprint. So I'm going to start off by just drawing a couple of rectangles, and I'm using a basic laptop, and I'm using just the mouse pad and the click button. So I'm just clicking, no clicking and dragging. Now I'm just moving the mouse pointer to make the rectangle, and there it is. Now what I want to do is draw another rectangle to the side. So I'm going to just go to the select tool, and then I'm going to rotate the product. Now this is where you have to click and drag. So I hold the mouse button down and then move the mouse pointer to swivel it round a bit to get a better view. And now I want to zoom out a little bit. Now that's this magnifying glass. The most commonly used tools are usually in this left column here, but if you don't see one, you might find it's kind of in the store cupboard here, and there's just simply not enough room to have them all on this column. But luckily for me, the zoom button is there and I've selected it, and this again is a click and drag. Just play around with it really to get the hang of how it works. And now I want this pan tool here, and I'm dragging it so I've got a good view, so I've got room now to draw my second rectangle. So I'm going to let it line up with that point there, and now I have to click, move the mouse pointer, and there it is, conveniently drawing a rectangle for me, and I'm just going to click there. That seems fine. So now I've got two separate rectangles. I'm going to convert them into one surface simply by using this eraser tool that's meant to look like a pencil eraser, and I'm just carefully aligning it on that line there at the bottom of the eraser. That's the bit that gets erased, and there it goes. So now I can use our push-pull tool and drag it up so it's a nice bit taller than our reference man there. So now I'm going to have to rotate it a bit more to have a good view of the roof, and I'm going to pan it a little bit to get it nicely in the view, because what I want to create now is a pitched roof, and to do that I've got to draw lines where the roof line is going to be. So I'm going to draw one along this part of the surface here, and you can see as I move along it snaps to the midpoint, and can you see the line is green? That means it's parallel to the green axis, which is what I want, because that means it's parallel to the side of the building. There we are. When I get to the edge, it says I'm on the edge. There we are. Now I do the same here. Find the midpoint, and now I want to be parallel to the red axis. Is it red? Yes, there we are. Got to be careful. So if it wasn't parallel, it would cause awful problems when we try and lift it to form the pitch of the roof. So I'm just going to now erase the part of the line that I don't want to be part of the ridge of the roof, and now I'm going to select the two lines that I've got. So I'm moving the mouse pointer very carefully there, and I'm just clicking it to select that line. If you're not very accurate, you'll select the surface instead, so you've got to be quite careful here, selecting the line. Now I'm holding Control down and clicking on that line there. So now I've got to raise this, and this is a really clever bit. So now I'm just checking the axes. I've used the green and the red axes as guides. This is a dark blue color, and that's what I want to use as a guide now, because I'm going to raise the lines I've selected vertically, And so here we go, I'm just moving them over it, and it's on that edge there, and I'm clicking, and then I'm moving upwards. Now there's a thin dotted line, but it is blue. If I move over, you can see everything goes wonky, and the crucial thing is that the dotted line has gone black, which means it's kind of off target. Then it's snapped to blue, and you can go up and down here until you're happy with the pitch of the roof. Then it's another click of the mouse, and we relax. And I'm going to pause this video there while I'm winning, and I think that's a really useful feature for us to build on next time.